This is KVUE News Daybreak.
Preparing for Cindy. The work happening now before the tropical storm hits the Texas border.
And how will Cindy impact us here in central Texas? Well, we got some rain in the forecast. I'll break down the details.
And you may have to pay even longer or pay more to park in downtown Austin. What's being considered today and the new possible hours for metered parking.
We begin this morning with breaking news out of East Austin overnight.
Police say 2 people were found dead overnight at the intersection of Rexford Drive and Cordell Lane. That's just a couple blocks from Pecan Springs Elementary School. KVUE's Corey Coffin is live at the scene with an update this morning.
Well, police still have the road blocked off in this northeast Austin neighborhood. In fact, they're going door to door right now as we speak. Police did get a call to check someone's welfare. When they arrived here, they found 2 people dead inside. Now, Austin PD are remaining fairly tight-lipped about the case, but we know their homicide unit is on scene, as is their animal control unit, because the home had some dogs in it. Investigators haven't been able to provide any identifying information for the victims, but they are urging anyone with information about these suspicious deaths to call their homicide tip line. That number is 512-477-3588. Again, police seeking out any information on 2 suspicious deaths in this northeast Austin neighborhood this morning. That homicide tip line number again, 512-477-3588. Now, police tell us they'll likely be out here on the scene for the next few hours talking to neighbors and trying to figure out more information about the 2 victims. We'll provide any updates as we get them as well. For now, we're live in northeast Austin. I'm Corey Coffin for KVUE News.
All right, we are also following breaking news out of England. British media report that Prince Philip has been admitted to a hospital. Just last month, the Royal Palace announced Philip was preparing to step down from public appearances. A Buckingham Palace spokesman says he has been admitted to the hospital as precautionary measures for pre-existing condition.
Calm morning outside in Austin. A different story, though, for those along the coast. Erica, keeping a close eye on Tropical Storm Cindy, which might cause some trouble down there, Erica.
That's right. Now, Tropical Storm Cindy, wind speeds sustained at 60 miles an hour, but take a look at the impacts widespread all the way to the Carolinas. But along the coast, that's where we have flash flood watches, tropical storm warnings in effect, and also a tornado watch, which we do have one tornado warning just south of I-10 and west of Panama City. So they're on the busy side. How's it going to impact us in here in central Texas? Well, the estimated landfall of this system will be along the border of Louisiana and Texas, but notice the outer western bands of this system still could bring in some spotty showers for our eastern counties. That's Wednesday night into Thursday morning, where we could see some of those spotty showers, but looks like Houston and again folks east of the system will have the heaviest of the rain. Now by Friday, in the clear, that's going to give us a break from any rain shower chances. Then we're talking rain shower chances for this weekend. Here's a look at what you're waking up to this morning. Temperatures not too bad. We're going to be near average with your highs at about 95 degrees. And a nice warm and sunny day in store. Humidity will be lower today also. Anavid has an update on the roads this morning. How are the roads shaping up?
Well, if you're traveling on Mopac northbound, this is a live look at that at Bauman Avenue. You can see traffic is actually moved all the way to the left lane due to construction. So if you're heading out this morning, it is now 5:01. Just make sure you are using caution. You're driving at about 55 miles per hour in that area. Let me go ahead and reminder that this closure is now reopened. This is on I-35. The exit to Woodland Avenue is now reopened, so thumbs up there. Now, if we travel a little bit east, there is an overnight closure that might affect you if you're traveling near the airport. This is on 71 eastbound Presidential Boulevard. The on-ramp is shut down until 6 a.m. Guys, back to you at the desk.
All right, thank you so much. Well, President Donald Trump will be in Iowa today. This is his first visit ever since the election, and he is supposed to attend an agriculture event and then hold a rally in Cedar Rapids later this evening. President Trump will visit Kirkwood Community College, which is a center for technological innovations in agriculture. And we hope to learn more about a new health care bill Senate Republicans are trying to pass next week. Republican leaders say they will release a discussion draft today. Sources say President Trump had one request after the House of Representatives passed their version of the bill: make it less mean.
The president clearly wants a bill that has heart in it.
For once, on the topic of health care, I find myself agreeing with the president. His health care bill is mean.
For weeks, Senate Republicans have negotiated behind closed doors, and only a handful of people have any idea what's in it. Senator John McCain says he hasn't seen the revised bill, and the White House says they aren't sure if the president has read it either.
Jared Kushner, the president's top advisor and son-in-law, is headed to the Middle East today. Kushner hoping to start the groundwork for a peace deal between the Israelis and Palestinians. A string of presidents have failed at creating peace between the two nations, but experts say President Trump has several advantages that could help him succeed. Austin police asking for your help finding two men accused of assaulting, robbing, and kidnapping a group of women visiting Austin. Officials say it started late Friday when 5 women staying in a motel off I-35 left their room to pick up drugs from a man they met at a gas station days earlier. The women went to an apartment complex where 2 of them were allegedly zip-tied and sexually assaulted. One of the suspects then told one of the women to drive them back to their motel, where she broke away and called 911. Interim Police Chief Brian Manley says these women are survivors.
They got through that encounter, and they had the wherewithal to get in touch with the police and to give us enough information and detailed information to allow us to be in the position that we're in today.
20-year-old Emmanuel Greer, who met the women at the gas station, is still on the run. 19-year-old Christopher Jaramillo and 23-year-old Dimitri Rogers have both been arrested. The 4th suspect is described as a short Hispanic man. If you have any information, you're asked to call 911. Now, the apartment complex where the assaults happened has sent out a warning to residents. Someone living there also told KVUE the complex sent out a safety addendum they're asking all residents to sign.
Well, starting in August, if you're taken to the hospital by Starflight, well, your bill will be much higher. Yesterday, the Travis County Commissioner's Court authorized a change to Starflight's reimbursement practices. Now those transported to the hospital will have to pay a base rate of over $15,000, plus about $200 per mile. It's to help recover costs, and Travis County says these rates are now consistent with the rest of the market.
The Lake Travis School Board has approved a $253 million bond election for November. The money would go towards building new schools, upgrading old schools, and installing seat belts on school buses. The bond will not increase property tax rates.
Well, Tropical Storm Cindy is about 200 miles offshore in the Gulf of Mexico, but already bringing heavy rain and flooding to the entire coastal region. ABC's Candace Gibson has more on when Cindy is expected to make landfall.
Overnight, bracing for Cindy. Powerful winds and rain already pounding New Orleans as the tropical storm barrels towards the Gulf Coast. Residents warned to brace for the worst.
We've been through this many times before. I don't want anybody to panic. There's no reason to do that, but this is going to be a serious event.
Rain and flash flooding are the biggest concerns, even being called life-threatening, according to ABC's Rob Marciano.
Look at the amount of rain. Could see a foot or more in New Orleans, Gulfport to Mobile. That is high risk for flash flooding over the next 2 days. It's blowing bad out here.
Off the coast, oil companies getting workers off their rigs. In St. Charles Parish, a race to protect homes. These workers building a levee 4.5 feet tall and more than a mile long to try to keep the water out of their neighborhood. And at the grocery store, a familiar scene before these sort of storms. People stocking up.
I think it's a part of life and people are a little bit relaxed. It's not hurricane storm status 4 or 3 yet, 3 or 4, so they're kind of laying low.
Candace Gibson, ABC News, New York.
Well, let's take a look at how Tropical Storm Cindy is going to impact us here in central Texas. Folks across the Lone Star State are also keeping an eye on this storm. The major impacts are east of the system, heavy rain across the deep south, but throughout the next 24 hours, the system is going to inch closer to the coast. So the western outer bands of this system could bring in some spotty to moderate rain for our eastern counties. That's really all about we're going to see as the system stays well east of us and then makes its way further to the north by the end of Thursday into Friday. So rain chances Wednesday night for our eastern counties and central counties, about a 20% here in Austin, 30%. Again, notice that percentage increases the further east you are. Thursday, the best chance will be for our extreme eastern counties, which does include Fayette County, Lee County, and that's about a 40% chance for Thursday. So no major issues today, though. Temperatures at 95 degrees. We're going to have slightly less humidity, so heat index values are going to be rather quiet. We'll have rain possibility Thursday because of Tropical Storm Cindy, a break on Friday with much warmer temperatures, and then a weekend system tracking some more rain shower chances. Make sure to always always keep an eye on the weather with our KVUE app. You can keep up to date with the KVUE meteorologists. We're always posting extra information on there to keep you guys safe.
All right, thanks so much. Well, a slippery surprise for some Texas drivers this week. These men pulled over quickly after they saw a snake slithering out from underneath the hood.
Get out of here, snake. Oh my gosh, dude, that thing is long. Holy heck. Oh my gosh. What is he? Wow. Not a rattlesnake. He's not a rattlesnake. It's a big snake then. Should I go poke it with an umbrella?
It's a big what? No, I'm just kidding.
Go poke it with the umbrella.
Poke it with the umbrella.
Good idea, Jim.
This is in West Texas, near Lubbock. And the summer animals often try to find a spot that keeps them safe from the sun, and under the hood of the car is a perfect place for small rodents, snakes, and even kittens. But even worse for these drivers, oh, listen to this. A snake went back under the hood at the end of the video. Ooh, you're like, get out, get out. But you know what? I'm sure it had a buddy underneath that hood.
You think?
Too.
Maybe it did. Just poke it with an umbrella. That'll help.
I'm not checking, though.
That'll help.
Severe turbulence on a Texas-bound flight sent 7 people to the hospital.
Reaction from the people who went flying when hitting a patch of rough air.
And we're using them a lot this summer. We're talking about our air conditioners, why officials say they're causing more house fires.